What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another The Scene Snobs reviews, where we talk about all the new movies and we go into what we liked and didn't like about them that are coming out each week. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can check out other new movie reviews. We also have old movie reviews, cult classics, everything else in between. We get into it. We have lots of movie discussions, podcasts, the whole nine. Thank you guys again. Today we are talking about the movie Undertone, or The Undertone, depending on which poster you saw. And it was directed by Ia Tuason and stars Nina Kiri and Adam DeMarco. This is a movie where Nina Kiri plays a character named Ivy. She analyzes haunted recordings for her podcast, and then she and her partner talk about them and try and decipher them. She's the more skeptical one out of the two, and this movie follows a new series of recordings that they're going to be doing for each episode as they go on. But as they're listening to these recordings, she finds that her life is starting to mirror the current series of recordings that they're covering, and the deeper she gets, the darker things get, or so you'd think. This story is actually guilty of one of the worst movie sins. It is incredibly boring. As a podcaster, I do like watching podcast-themed type of movies to see if they get it right. But more often than not, the way podcasting is portrayed in movies is more so the new philosophy that started in 2020 and not the one we all sort of followed beforehand when the oversaturation happened. This is one of those movies where it's trying to be one of those true crime, haunted type of creepypasta podcasts, and it's just not working because there's no real story to go with it. The cinematography is flat and unimpressive. They don't use camera angles in any way to actually be effective to build horror or build the tension that we need to see in this movie that's growing towards something where we're seeing this character change, because she never actually does. You get certain little jump scare type of tactics that don't work, but overall it's just a dull movie. I truly wanted to believe that this movie was going somewhere, and then it ended before it actually did. And for a movie about podcasting, I don't understand why the sound design is so mediocre. Yes, you have good recorded sound. It's not a problem there, but they're not using a sound design effectively in this when it's supposed to be about ASMR and podcasting, and it just doesn't work. The acting, the characters, the story, the whole nine, it's just not interesting and does little to build tension and is very unimpressive as a horror film. It's not even one of those films where you can look at it and be like, it was funny though, or it made me laugh, or it had some good kills, things like that. There's nothing really in any way that stands out that makes this movie effective or enjoyable. This is one of the worst movies I've seen of the year so far, and I was really bummed by that because I was hoping it would be good. But let me know what you think. Did you like Undertone or The Undertone, like I said? Because depending on whichever poster you look at, or if you search it online, it has one of those two titles. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments. Let's talk about it. If you liked it, maybe you could change my perspective and make me see something different. I'll give it another try. But if you didn't, let's talk about it. Until then, though, make sure you subscribe to the channel where we have new movie reviews coming out every day, old movie reviews, like I said, everything else. We'd love for you to be a part of it. We don't do rage bait here. We just love the movies, and we'd love for you to be there. Thank you guys again. You can also follow us at The Scene Snobs all over social media and over on Letterboxd and Subtext, where we do written reviews of these movies as well. But thank you guys again. Make sure you take care of yourselves. That's important. Be kind, rewind, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.